and then I had the mute button on. So I was live for maybe like a minute or two. I went live at 2 o'clock. But then I apparently didn't push all the buttons to go live. So now I'm live and I feel better. You should be able to hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. I want to put some gray on this and then go over to these. Is my feedback? There we go. I'm in a bigger delay than everyone else. Because I'm a fool. There we go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Oh, right. There we go. Fix that. Cool. So let's look at this prototype of the wooden floor. We have a gray rock for the side, which I like the most. We got different colored tones with gray on top, and then we just got different dark tones that or whatever. But that's the point of the prototype. So this is still wet. What we're going to do today, hey Sneaky, hey Chance, hey Sean, everybody. What we are planning to do today is we're going to continue the testing for the floor. Because why not? The paint did not show up on time for the rocks, so they're put off to the side. Then we're going to jump back to those stone stairs and bridges that I've been making. And kind of look at them now that they're dry and see the things that we can learn and what we need to work on. Wish the GoPro to be closer. I wish it to be closer. That's the sweet spot. All right, so we have these grays right here, these dark grays. Let's put on some light gray. That's not bad. Let's go downward. Go sideways. That's coming out okay. Looking around the table. Here we go. Let's give you guys a close-up. Yeah, that looks not bad. It's simple. If I go up. Bookworm and tea, what is up? Yeah, I think even though they look simple, the dark gray, it pairs well with the wood. I think the multicoloration, I gotta think about the right way I'm gonna do it, because this alone looks good. But I do want to try to figure out some different color options. So that's a good thing. That's a win, guys. That's a hard win. Also, look at the wood now that's dry. It looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Put that to the side for now. What we're going to look at are these... Come here, you. I should just switch it to this camera because it's going to work better. Stone and wood always looks good together. This is true. So, I'm going to be looking at this bad boy again. It's been drying off. I like the look of this as the dusty underbelly of it. So this is around, like, I forget what the number was. It's like 900 bricks glued together. So we started with this off-white, kinda yellow, kinda gold. And then we put the wizard green on there to get that mossy under look. And then we just washed it with a lot of brown, and we got a good look on this. The stairs look very similar. But because I didn't have the same yellow texture, and I might have overwashed this, but it is the stairs or the bridges, which don't look bad, by the way. For the undertone, they don't look bad at all. Maybe you could do with some more green. But once I put these together, you can see that this is more saturated with yellow than this. And I want them to match the best I can. So I didn't wash all the bridges yet. I still have some which are very yellow. I'm going to try my best to redo the base yellow look for these bridges to get them a little bit closer to the stairs. And when those are drying, we'll tackle the stairs and start adding those new layers that they've been waiting for. All right, so it's going to be a little bit of latte. Where's my paint? I put those paints away. I'll be right back. So I gotta go light on the yellow, not hard on the yellow. So let's just start with the yellow. Okay, plenty. Plenty of yellow for what we're trying to make. We got a lot of coverage though, so we gotta make sure we make enough. There we go. Let's put a little bit of... Is this latte? It's pecan, butter pecan. Come on, baby. All you gotta do... There we go. That's looking scrumptious. So we really are looking for a muted yellow, not a vibrant yellow. And my hope is this sand color, this bright sand color, will really do the job. And then that brown that I just put in will help in another way. I'm not the only one who thought pecan pie, right? This is looking really good. Problem is definitely not enough paint, so let's just keep making that pile. Scrumptious amount of paint, you know? Yes. Every time I mix paint, it reminds me of the Page Master. When all the paintings on the wall start to melt. I've watched the movie recently because I was curious if there's a D&D adventure in there. And there is and there isn't. Some of those VFX definitely don't hold up. But boy, is that a fun movie. Yeah, I think this is going to look far, far better. Versus, you know, what this is right here. It's more this, which is kind of a plaster pasty look. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. If you're just jumping in, I'm painting some stone bridges that I made by hand. Bridges built stone by stone, and I'm repainting them because I got them off, and then we're going to be painting the big stairs. That was such a great shot. You know, marketing 101. Don't show the product. This is what we're working on today. So let's just go right into it. And I'm going to have to redo some of the green, which I think I might be low on. I'm going to have to put that in my wish list. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen these. They've been drying off the side while I was doing other projects. And more pieces. This is just the beginning of the set too, guys. Like, okay, we got a few bridges, we got a handful of stairs, and they're all modular and can connect to my wooden structures. But I need to make some stone platforms as well. So those will be the next step in this set. All in the goal to have some verticality in my games. But you know, when you cut every single brick one by one, you gotta take a break. Drive yourself mad. Is it soft? Let me give you guys that close up. There we go. Ooh, that's much sharper. Yeah, so I started the stream a little late today, mostly because I did it. I Finish the sound design on the next Amity Island episode. Oh my gosh, guys. That episode is so chunky and beefy with sound design. I also pushed it a little bit further on some of the design and editing to get a little bit more creative on it. So it got a little bit more interesting. Just in a couple spots, but I think it's probably the best well-made episode of the series. And so tonight after the stream, I'm going to start exporting that and the entire session, which is the next 3 episodes, as uncut, and start uploading that for backers. But yeah, it was like I got to the end of the edit and I was like, finally. I look at the clock and I look at the day and I was like, oh man, I was supposed to stream an hour ago. Yeah, this is a funky looking lens, right? Putting that little like macro fisheye lens on a GoPro is fun. Yeah, I think this is going to color... Wait, this color should stain better versus that vibrant yellow. Big difference. Here's an interesting look. We're seeing what happens when I highlight this a little bit versus just paint it. That's going to be an interesting look when I get to that. Because the grays for these rocks are going to be the last step. So seeing it mixed up with this brighter color right now, it's actually like tricking my brain and I'm thinking about the next step. I don't want these stones to just be for desert or volcanic or stone. I pretty much want it to be for every situation possible, or else that's a lot of stones. Trenton, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are just coming in, I'm working on my stone bridges and stairs today. We're going to get them a step further. These are all handmade. Each brick is put in brick by brick. Each one of these has like 300 to 600 bricks, and the tallest one has like 900-ish. Something like that. These ones that I'm painting right now were painted with the wrong shade of yellow. I needed an off muted yellow white, and what I ended up using originally was a very bright, vibrant yellow, and it's giving it the wrong tone. I'm just patching this up, and we're going to jump on the other ones that are ready for their next step. Sweet. Alright, we'll put these to the side. Those can dry. Now we got the big boy. Is it 2 stories? One, well, if you count the bottom, it's 3 stories. 3 stories tall, spiral staircase. Which we have those muted colors underneath with the green, and it's all under a coat of brown wash. I put in every single brick by brick. And now we're going to be adding some more details. So, what are those details? We have the mossy underbase. I'm going to look at some of my colors to try to inspire me. My movement was too much for my kitties. Got a lot of crafting material in here. A lot of walls and wood. For all the houses I'm planning on building on stream. I'm just waiting for those windows to get printed. Dude, my paint was buried. All right. I like the idea. That upward, shooting upward, the colors are colder, like cold shadows underneath. And then shooting downward are lighter tones or warmer tones. So I might be able to use the paint that I just used to restart the bridges I missed a spot. But upward, what would I use? Blue? I don't have enough of this purple. I have wet mud? Oh, wet mud is a good effect. I'll hang on to that, because that might be a nice final touch. So we're looking for purples and blue in my paint bucket here. I have a lot of browns because I've been working on wood structures. Oh yeah, this has got to be kind of a wash? What do you think about that? I think I could paint it versus wash it, as long as it's detailed work like the moss. I feel like a kid looking for my Legos. Here we go. I'd probably do it the other way around. Oh, interesting. The lower part being dark, as if it's soaked with water. The upper part being lighter. Oh, are you saying... Oh, that's an interesting idea. Are you saying that on the lower levels we have a different shade as it goes up? Like, come on, brain. A gradient of color going the whole way? Because I was thinking the underbelly should be colored differently than the back, the top elements of it, to give it a sense of shadow. Both can be done. Just depends on how patient you guys are with me. All right, we'll go to the top down once we start painting. Oh, that blue's going to be scrumptious. Put a little bit of alien blood in there. So we got nice, here we go. A nice deep blue mixing with a little bit of purple. Really scrumptious looking. This is a tall mini. Ta-da. Oop, got paint on my hands. Oh, you're thinking mostly on the bridge? Ooh, yeah, I can see that. I see that on like the center pillars. So if we look on this, it can be applied too. Where the main pillar itself, the apex, actually has more of a gradient, like it was underwater a little bit down here, and then up here it gets a little bit more breathy and airy. And that can be applied to all the pillars, including the bridges and the stairs. And that might be a nice aesthetic for the pillars to pop against the stairs. Wow, that blue just swallowed that purple. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Very subtle. I think I had better luck if I just paint the blue on and then paint purple on top. Alright, so I want the right brush for what we're about to do. So I want to avoid having to redo things as much as I possibly can. Make sure you hit the like button. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Red. Where would the red go? Oh, are you saying into the paint? Yeah, that would just make it go to purple. What I was hoping for is a little bit of multicolor effect. Alright, so showing you guys this will be difficult. Let me see what I can do for a second. And the best angle to show. I'm going to switch cameras so you guys don't get motion sickness. But now I can't see the shot. Yeah. Go. Okay. Sweet. I'm going to move this possible danger zone. All right. Sometimes similar, you often see the stairs are nearly polished. The stairs often have darker colors than the walls. Oh, interesting. So we're gonna try to go in here. This little section. Being careful because I haven't done this part before. So I'm feeling out the vibes. Gonna go against this back wall. I'm kind of just like similar to a video game. Since you can't, I'm assuming we don't have ray tracing, and therefore I am trying to paint on some of the shading. I think that makes sense. Everything does. I'm trying to do it very lightly. I'm not trying to overkill it. So we don't lose anything underneath too much. So far, it does give a nice look. Kind of like showing your brain the depth. Here, let's... It's a little glossy at the moment, but here's a good angle. Your brain kind of sees the depth clearer because of the blue shading under here. Alright, let's take a step back and look at what this is becoming. Sorry. I'll go to the full so you can see it better. So, you can see... I got a lot of colors going on around here. It definitely has... Where's a good lighting? There we go. You can see where it stops. Up here, it just looks like a continuation of the same shape. But when we go backwards where I've painted the blue, it does feel like underneath is a different vibe. Ooh, right here, you can really see it because it's some of it is not painted and some is. That blue underbelly of the stairs and then not. Swordplay. And what's great is I'm not doing it, putting too much paint on, and right now it's just looking like a thin coat of blue. These stairs are not magnetic, but they do modularly line up with my other wooden set. The bridges, on the other hand, do have magnets in them, so that way they can support each other when too many minis are going over them. All right. So on the underbelly of the stairs. Yeah, it works just like shading. It doesn't look bad. It definitely looks different than what I would normally see one of these minis painted. So it doesn't look right because it's so different. And the autofocus likes to focus on the microphone instead of me. So this is interesting. It's exactly what I wanted to do. But because it's so unique, it looks off. I kind of just gotta look at it for a minute, sorry. Okay, for the pillar, I think I should put some blue on the pillar for shading as well. But not the whole thing, just underneath the stairs where they're touching the pillar. And that way the shading kind of looks like they're connected and together. Am I speaking loudly? Can you guys hear me? I'm afraid of speaking louder because I'm so close to the microphone. All right. My paints. They arrived. Well, I guess we're going to take a quick pause. And thank everyone for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, and we are going to do an unboxing super quick. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
We also have a public Discord. Patreon.
If you want to support the channel, you know, we got a Patreon link down below. Or you can become a member and get cool emojis, like anyone on stream, you want to toss some emojis in the chat? Nice. I love it how I asked for emojis in the chat and no one went for it. We got emojis. Chance, there it is. All right, so this is from not sponsored, Army Painter. This is their non-toxic water-based spray primer, which is foam safe. Normally when you spray paint your foam and your foam terrain, you end up melting the foam. This Game Master series is safe for those projects. So for my giant rocks, like my winter rocks, I'll be able to spray paint this white on there to actually get some snow effect. Nice. I got some more blades for my blade cutter. And then on top of the white spray paint, which is a primer, but you can use it for snow-based terrain as well, I have a Desert Arid Waste version of the same brand from Army Painter. Again, not sponsored, but still. So this is foam safe, non-toxic, perfect for spray painting your foam pieces to look more like deserts. They don't recommend to use this on minis because it's water-based. It won't set right. But as it says, good for XPS, foam, styrofoam, MDF, and fiberboard. Yeah. That means next stream we'll be doing some rocks, everybody. All right. So, back to the stairs. Now that we have the blue underbelly, let's do that a little bit where the stairs meet the pillar. You know what? Last night, I dreamt that the original cast of The Mummy was getting together to make another Mummy movie. And I was so happy. Twin steel. Down here at the bottom of the pillar, I'm just going to do most of it. Because we were saying that it should have some type of like drowned vibes. go. Round or drown? Drown. We were saying because it's subterranean, we'll probably have some water stain to it. And we're kind of just like adding a little bit of blue for shading. Just lightly. That way the blue doesn't overtake the layers that came before it. A bit of water in an encounter. Oh, then you should definitely, if you haven't already, check out my video on water encounters. I put a lot of work in that video. Oh, not a good angle for you guys. Sorry. Where do I go? Where are you? There. There. How do photons work? So I'm adding just a little bit of the blue shading on the top. Just on the inside. So that way there's a sense of blending once I put the next few layers on top. I'm glad. Just in case, Chance, if you're not looking at the chat, got some questions. Just in case. Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking my finger and trying to sponge off some of the paint that I might feel like is too much. On your way to DM right now, actually. There's a chance for some water hazards. Nice. cool. There we go. All right. That looks pretty cool. That looks really cool now. All right. So we have the blue is on most of the pillar, and depending on the lighting, you can kind of see how I did the blue on top of the stairs. It's in the cracks, right around the pillar meets the stairs. And it has a very nice, like, this was dirty and it's now cleaner look. I'm gonna try doing that to the base piece. Does it look too much blue? This one's hard to show. It's a weird, funky angle. Enjoy the game, twin. Oops. Like a big shadow now at the base. Really cool. Cool. That's a good experiment. I think this went really well. So just like a almost watered down deep blue, sea blue, over this brown washed off yellow with moldy green makes this really looking cool dark blue effect. Curious what the next layer on top's going to be. And we got that same thing going down the stairs. It's a really cool look, but it's not done. Oh, no, no, no. We have much to do. Been streaming for an hour. Hey guys, hit the like button if you haven't. And I just appreciate you guys. So thank you very much. Give me some thumbs up in the chat. I love you guys. Alright. The next step. I'm going to apply the same look on some of the other stairs and try to get them to start matching. Oh, from the distance, it looks really cool. Putting it over there, having the blue come out onto the stairs from the pillar point is really dope. It's so like depthful looking at it. It's really neat. All right, so we have, they're basically the same stairs, and I just made them slightly differently. So we have one that is kind of the original style, I would call that. And then we have this problem child, whose pillar just wasn't working and I had to glue them together. And then we had this experimental one where I moved the pillar further or closer to the beginning of the stairs. And I'm putting them all off camera. There they are. So we're going to add the blue to these as well. There we go. Not too much blue that it takes away from or washes away the original colors there. Just enough to give it a sense of shading. Almost like a fake wash. Pass my thumb over it. There we go. Looks really cool. So, see if it can catch. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it. Those pillars really help just like separate the piece. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool looking. How to do that to the stairs would be interesting. I could just do it that way, right in the creases. Almost like how a wash would do it. That's interesting. As you can see, I put a little bit of more water blue in different spots, not just the cracks of the stairs. Like I have something right here, something a little bit here, and something right here. And it kind of just gives it a weird, ward down look, which I really like. So I'm going to keep doing some of that. Almost like spots of stains. think this turned out wonderful. Alright, let's do it to the next one. Oh man, it's night and day. It's just layers of wear and tear and age and grime. Really making it cool. And it's slow. It's not, it's not really the fastest way to make a cool dungeon. I'm really digging it, guys. This one I'll leave some brightness on the pillar, just so it's a little different. Difficult angles. Was it around 3:30? Been streaming for about an hour and a half. Just really relaxing, getting some cool effects going on. Oh man, it's guys. This effect is surprisingly really good. So here's that first one again, where we can see that the blue pillars, blue stained pillars, and some blue like wear and tear effects between the stones or the stairs are helping the stairs pop. And the same thing can be said about this guy. Like, oh, right there. Let's see if I can get it back. There. You can see that the pillars, because they're tinted slightly different with the blue, we are getting like two different shape effects with colors happening in our eyes. That you can see two different things connected. Versus what this unchanged one is. It's just the same thing. And it's kind of just like, it looks good. But it is falling a bit flat because of less detail. Yeah, I got a haircut. All right. Ran out of the blue. Put some more. I'm just making sure, because it's meant to look like baked in lighting. That's the original intent. And that's how I'm kind of approaching it. Oh, interesting. I guess that alien purple did add some value to this. I just started putting the raw blue on without mixing it with alien purple. It had a little different look in this little spot. It's not bad. It's definitely different. Sam Kent. How's it going, big guy? And just a little bit of blue on the edging, like upward. Does some nice blend work. We got rocks for days, Sam. All of these are individually cut bricks that I spent hours putting together. Love it. Congrats on working on your war game content. About to laugh it next month? Do you mean launch it? Ha 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 ha! I'm gonna laugh it next month. I'm sorry. Dude, set that Joker gas to high. That's exciting, though. You're going to launch next month. I've been getting back into streaming now that we kind of, you get caught into doing other things and you gotta put certain things on pause. And now we got the stream back up and running while releasing Curse of Amity Island. And I've been shooting a bunch of new homebrew videos that are on their way. I'm just kind of bulking up before I release. Both laugh and launch. Great. Dude, this look is great. I love adding the blue to this. I never in a million years thought today I was going to put blue on this thing. As much as I do. As much as I am putting blue on it. There we go. Let's get that base a little muddy. Looks so good when I put it like further away. It's like it's lit. Yeah, I'm streaming regularly now. Back on it. We got every Tuesday and some Sundays when an episode for the games actually can't drop because of editing. Right? It gives it a great look every time I miss the camera. When I show it on this camera, though, this is where I think it really shines. I think it's a little shiny at this angle, but ooh, look at that angle. Here, this is the spiral pillar. So the shadows that you're seeing on it is more so the color than actual shadow. Still got a long way to go, but this is a great start. Oh, the bridges are dry. That's great. That was really fast. Thumbnail worthy. One would say. Ooh, that's too much blue. Been streaming for, yeah, full on hour and a half. I'm saying that out so I can keep track of it, guys. Oh yeah, this pillar was pushed, put in the wrong spot. Ooh, that was way too much. Just got this nice, like, worn out vibes. I really dig it. Not trying to pat myself on the back, but hey, you know. Good job, me. Using my finger to rub away any excess paint if I feel like it's too thick. Sam, what's the system that you're playing for the wargaming? Is it tabletop or is it video game, and what's the system? Star Wars Legion, that's right! Dude, it has been a minute. We've been 3D printing the terrain pieces. A lot of 3D and foam work. I feel ya. Right now, obviously these are foam stairs. I'm building foam houses, mostly just one room, one story, and then I'm gonna work on some variants. And I just built out a bunch of foam rocks, as you must know how that feels. Foam rocks that I'm slowly painting. I got an ice one, a desert one, a gray rock one, and a volcanic one. And they're all roughly the same size, which is nice. That's all stuff I'm actually actively working on. So many brushes and rocks. Do you do what I do for the rocks? Hang on, let me grab one. So for the rocks on top, what I do is I texture it with black pepper just to get that little texture look. But on the side, I graze is not the right word. Scar it horizontally and then scar it vertically, some diagonals, and then I just take a ruler just like that and just chip it away. I gotta fix that before I walk away from this table, so that way I don't forget. It's really messy and like it's really hard to film it. That's why I haven't done it on camera. But it really comes to life. It gives it so much. Ooh, the molds. I've always been a little intimidated by that. Dude, I love a good laser spot. Ooh, yeah, I think it was last night. Or the night before. I think it was last night. I exported the second episode for the Lore podcast. That was night before? It was really exciting to get done. They're long episodes. Cool. Dude, look at that. Just comes to life. Look at that. You can see that it has like lines of aging. I almost want to go further step down. I think Sneaky was mentioning this, showing the gradient of time. I think, yeah, adding one more layer down further below is going to absolutely do that really well. First video is an hour and 57. Second video is going to be an hour and 20. Nice. Are you editing down the games?
I made a really weird sound. It's like so leaning over trying to read.
Oh, you scared the cat?
Yeah, trying to read the chat on screen. For some reason I was like, oh, making that sound while I was reading these things. Like, what are you doing?
Now that I've done the other stairs, I want to match some of that work over here. I did it down about 6 hours of content. Woo, yeah, I know that feeling. That 6 hour session can be like 2-3 episodes. Do you even add sound effects and music? Well, I would assume you add music. Sound effects might be tedious. Earlier today, I just finished editing episode 16 of Curse of Amity Island. Supposed to release it last week, but it was so dense with its sound effects, it just took longer to get through. Because I was going the extra mile that I'm trying to pressure myself in doing. Wow. Congrats, that's hard. cutaway every 2 minutes? Oh, like from scene to scene? Tight. I don't even try to get that detailed right now on the episodes. Because I'm just trying to, like, at least right now, focus on I guess the most unique editing style that I've applied so far is in the latest episode, where I give breaths between scenes and I like turn a 2-minute back and forth about a thing into a single dynamic moment. Because it's a big thing that happens. And then really going hard on sound design and sound effects. I don't think I've had I think on future adventures, like the next few one-shots, it'd be fun to experiment with how do we not cut out story while cutting down scenes to 60 to 200 seconds. That's another thing. Having everything in turns is super helpful. Whereas like D&D roleplay, you're not interns, slaves. You don't use turns outside of combat. In combat, you can cut down a lot, but it gets dense quick. I'm gonna make a homebrew video on this. Is talking about exploration turns. Just like my travel turns, I have a new video talking about that, where it really can help tighten everything down. Prisoners with jobs. Employees? No. American employees. It's funny because it hurts. Dude, I know how you feel. I find the biggest focus is right now just running fun games and capturing that fun, and not hyper focus on big time storytelling. And just focus. Let's just let the game push that, and then the direction to encourage narration, like narrate what your hit's going to be before you do it. Imagine if it's going to be a critical success. You know it's going to be. How is it going to happen? Describe that before you roll. That gives so much for the game master to play with. And then as the editor, boy, you really can use that. Aren't we all? We're all ready to play some D&D. You know who's not ready to play D&D? That D&D live stream channel. The buttons to just get to the live stream show are broken all over the internet. I don't know how they planned on making any profit that way. Cool. Man, this looks so cool now. Trying to like show you in the most neutral lighting. Oh. Do that. Ooh. Look at those stones. Really happy with today's stream, guys. We got a lot done. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I need to go for a walk. I haven't, like, walked all day. I've been editing all morning, and now I'm streaming. Which, hey, you know what? Today's a good day. I got some cool stuff done. Look at the freaking paint job I did today. I got the episode done, and it was dense. And I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Welcome.
Thank you, Allie.
Such a great cook.
My buddy sent me a link for watching it, and I watched it on the premiere day. The D&D encounter game. It's pre-edited, like an episode of Amity Island that you can watch on this channel right now. But apparently they had sound issues up front, like broadcast sound issues, like they couldn't have the mix right. And my thought was, wait, isn't this pre-made? Why is the file this bad of a mix? Just switch. Who are you paying to do this? But then when I watched it, there were some clever editing choices. Nothing special, just clever, as in like when one person rolls and then somebody else rolls for like the opposing check, rather than one answer then the other answer, it's roll, answer. And I was like, oh, the little overlap is nice. But that was about it. And then I was like, I don't know who anyone is in the game. I mean, I could do better at that. But yeah, for that budget, I was like, why aren't you playing in the volume where they shoot the Mandalorian? So the whole room changes sets. Why not have something behind every player from the camera angles, so that way it screams the character at that budget? It was wild. And then I had to go do stuff. And I was reminded of the problems with live streaming, is that everyone can't watch it all the time. Man, that freaking paint job, guys, it looks so good. It looks so good. I can't wait to do the next layers. Oh man, I'm so excited. Dude, I feel so good. So, plans. The stream's gonna get wrapped up, but let's talk plans for the next stream so that way you guys know what to look forward to. This weekend will not be a stream because the episode should be coming out. But on Tuesday, there's a stream. We got a nice paint job going on these stairs. We will touch up on well, because it's spray and I need to do it outside, I'll do some tests on the new foam spray paint off stream, and I can show you it next stream. We will, if the windows are in, we can start working on the walls for the houses. For the lava rocks, we can actually start doing the yellow and orange detailed work inside the lava. That'll be nice. And with the bridges of these stones, like, we can start putting the green moss on them, and I'll do that on the next stream. And then we can wash them and get them to catch up with the rest of those pieces. Man, those look so good. I keep looking over. Like, I've never seen stairs and stones look that good. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on some of the lava stuff next week. We're gonna work on getting these stone bridges to catch up with the stone stairs. And if the windows are in, we will start working on the walls of the houses. And then off stream, I will test out the white snow and desert spray paint, and we can check in on that. I'll probably post some photos of those spray paints, and I'll post some photos of these stairs on the Patreon and members only community post and Discord. So make sure you're on the Discord, or a member of Patreon, or a member here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and catching up. I'm going to be trying to stream every Tuesday around midday Pacific time, and then on Sundays when an episode does not drop. All right, everybody. You are free to enjoy your day. Thank you so, so much. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and of course, a beautiful, magical good night.
Good night. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning! Good morning!
Good night.
In case I don't see ya.
See ya. See ya.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning! See ya. Good morning!
Good night.
In case I don't see ya.
See ya. See ya.
Good afternoon, good evening,